everybody. Jo Bolden back for another episode of It's on Air. I've completely lost count, and hopefully so have you because we've been watching all of them. Today, Jaden and I thought we would touch on something really specific and connected to our 30 years of Eddinghausen's celebration, and ask some of our students, and particularly our younger students, what they think life was like 30 years ago. Hold the phone. Okay, Mr. Jaden, here I am. Oh, don't disappear behind me. I won't be able to see you with our Wednesday K-1 class. Miss Lauren, come on down. So today, Miss Lauren and class, we're talking about what did life look like 30 years ago when Eddinghausen's started. Wow. We've been here for 30 years. Can you count to 30?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Yay! Imagine life looked like 30 years ago. Go.
A very ambitious Miss Nat.
A very ambitious Miss Nat. And if you think about the fact that email didn't really exist, how did she get word out to everybody?
I think it was just word of mouth, honestly.
Pigeon?
Yep.
Maybe by pigeon? Maybe we sent the messages by pigeon. Who really knows? All right, so put up your hand if you think you can answer my question. What did phones look like 30 years ago?
Like those cups with string on them.
Like the cups with string. We used cups with string. Anybody else got an idea what phones look like?
They had the spinning thing.
The spinning thing they did. How do you know about those?
I know because I can see that phone.
Because Peppa Pig has one. And if you'd had no iPad and no internet, what do you think children did after school?
Play board games.
Played board games. Yep, I think they might have. What else?
Play with the Barbies.
Play with Barbies. Yep.
Play with teddies.
Play with teddies. Do you still play with teddies?
Play with their friends.
Play with their friends. I like that. Who plays with their friends? That's the same as 30 years ago. How do you think grown-ups got messages to each other? They couldn't send text messages on phones. How do you think they got messages to each other?
They sent letters in the post.
Letters in the post.
They talked to each other.
That seems like a good idea. How do you think people listened to music 30 years ago?
They had the radio.
The radio, yep.
Like that thing that you carry and plays music.
Oh, Ghetto Blaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I totally had one of those. All right, well, thank you, Miss Lauren, for having us. Thanks, team. Have fun in Lyrical, okay? Bye. Are you ready for this? So my question is, how long do you think Eddinghausen's has been around for?
30 years.
Miss Lara, I have a question for you before I get into it with your class. What do you think life looked like 30 years ago? Go.
Black and white.
She said black and white. My question is, what do you think phones looked like 30 years ago?
I remember. I have a toy one. So there's like this box thing, and then there's this holes, and there's this big phone that you pull up, and then so first there's this big circle with holes, and it has numbers, and then you spin them around to the number you want, and then you let go, and you spin it, and you keep spinning it until you get the thing, and then you pick up the phone and then answer it.
I love that. Could you take it with you when you left the house?
No.
Well, how did people communicate?
They sent letters.
I think they might have sent letters. Any other way of staying in touch?
Maybe going to that person's house or to their location.
Just turning up where they are. I like it. I like it. What do you think classrooms looked like 30 years ago?
So they didn't have like all the technology, so they just had a chalkboard, and the teacher had some chalk, and she would always write the math and stuff, and then they would only get streets and pencils. They wouldn't have all the things like computers or iPads, and so they only wrote on paper every day. And
Can you imagine if you had to write on paper every day? That was all you got to do?
boring.
If you could imagine what the world looked like 30 years ago, if we could all go back in time, what do you imagine there was?
Horses and carriages. You know, opera has Harbour Bridge.
No Opera House and no Harbour Bridge. Oh my goodness, I didn't realise they were just done the last 30 years. And what did clothes look like 30 years ago?
Not as fashionable as now. And
I would say you're probably onto something there, yes. What else?
very heavy because I've tried on one of those before. Yes.
Goodness. Oh my goodness.
Like very fluffy coats and old raggedy t-shirts.
Fluffy coats, ragged t-shirts? Yep, I can imagine.
The girls always used to to school and stuff like that. They had to wear this white dress all the time.
White dress. Oh my goodness me. One more question. What did people used to eat 30 years ago?
Bread. Water.
Water. Bread and water, guys.
Sometimes some fish if they were lucky.
Fish if we were lucky.
Milk.
Milk.
Fruit if you're lucky.
Last question is, if you could switch places and go back and live for a day in 1995, would you do it?
Yes.
What would you be excited about?
To go on a horse.
To go on a horse! And there it is.